and finally defending that shot.
To the basket, Tim Hardaway Jr. He missed it, but pulling it down and jamming it back is Big JD, Jalen Duren.
What a statement. Probably more Tobias moving away from the basket, missing that dunk than maybe Hart's resistance, but
flips to Cade. Cade, topside Hardaway Jr. gets it back against Anunoby. His primary defender in game one. He'll back him in, hook it. It won't fall, but it's tapped in by 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓𝗢 Thompson. Now JD works against Karl Anthony Towns. Puts it on the deck. Powers his way inside for a score. Nice job by Jalen Duren and the Pistons. Shot clock's at 10 for Josh Hart. Towns goes back to Hart. Shot swatted by JD. Jalen Duren with a big-time block. Cade to forecourt.
They got a man advantage
from Duren. Open is Tobias in the corner. The long gun goes. Karl Anthony.
Here, watch Jalen Duren take that play out of Hart's hands, leading to this. The Pistons with a man advantage. And when you have that man advantage in transition, you got to...
Knicks had a delay of game call just now. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓𝗢 Thompson to the basket and lays it in. Anunoby, and he misses. Cade up the middle for the Pistons. Cade down the lane of the basket, flips it up off the square for a score.
That's the way to get Cade going. And the conversion. But here's Cade scoring quickly. His first bucket of the game. He got another.
Now it's 14-13 New York. Cade to the baseline. Fires and fills it up. Malik Beasley for the Pistons. He was tough on the Knicks in game one. From the baseline, the shot is down for Cade. We clock at 5. From the baseline, fires no. Then is Schroeder with the rebound. Quick outlet to Cade. Rushes to the rim, lays it up, lefty and in.
He's making his decisions earlier, and he's being very aggressive. But Cade's got to know that too and give him something a little better to handle. The thought was there.
Would have been a tough catch. Here's the turn and gun for Tobias, right down the middle. Jalen Duren with a rebound. JD to Malik Beasley, topside long gun goes. A splash down 3 for Malik. They were up 10 a moment ago. 30-25, Tobias on the drive, kissed the glass and scored it.
Smaller guy out of the post, he does it there. And then here, going inside.
It's 32-28 Pistons. Schroeder for 3, and that is through. That's 7 rebounds for Cade already. From the corner, Malik for 3. No, tapped in by Tobias. And beat the shot clock. Bridges did just that. 39-30 Pistons. Cade will stop and fire, and he fills it up. That's a long deuce for Cade.
That was a nice screen by Schroeder.
Bridges against Beasley. The Bees going to work. Karl Anthony Towns swatted by Paul Reed. Take that home with you, big man.
He can't believe it either. He's like, what happened?
I mean, an embarrassed look on his face.
He held this pose. Watch, he's going to hold this pose. He's still cupping the wrist.
Especially on offense, 42-35.
Bad dude.
Cade to the basket, reverses and scores. Speaking of alphas.
Look at Cade. He's able to turn the corner on a good defender in Bridges. Bridges now trailing. No help side, no Robinson out.
Bumps on Cade. Having trouble moving against Cade and Paul Reed. Bounces it outside, picked off by 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓𝗢 Thompson. Mitchell Robinson tried to come high to screen. To get a bounce inside. Rifle the pass across the paint. Swiped by Cade. Schroeder to the baseline. Backs up against Brunson. Gets it back and a screen from Jalen Duren. Here's the shot from Dennis. He sticks it. And the Pistons are up 52-44. Cade to the wing. Cade to the line. Cade to the lane. And he scores it with 2.6 to play in the half. Still 55-49 Pistons. Cade to the baseline. Here's the shot. Sticks it. Cade with 22. Off the floor to Jalen Duren. For Hardaway Jr., this for 3. Won't go through. Tapped up, no by 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗓. Yes by Tobias.
Take a picture of that, folks.
Man.
I think Thompson should be standing on the free throw line with 1 free throw when it's all sorted out. But look at all this hustle, folks. This is why, you hear teams talk about.
Cade with the basketball against Anunoby. Screen from Hardaway Jr. Cade to the lane. Fires. It's around and down. Brunson with the drive. Tried to leave it inside for Towns. Ball got away. Cade behind the back. Stops. That's a superstar play right there by the Pistons superstar. 53 with 5:44 to play in the third. Watch Cade. Cade against 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪. Just over 5 to play in the third. Cade to the basket. Against the double team. Back up and in for Paul Reed. Schroeder with a rebound. Forecourt to Malik Beasley. He'll drive it and score it.
I like it.
Off the window.
I like it.
Jalen Duren with a rebound at Dennis Schroeder. Flips to Cade. Cade against Anunoby off the high glass with the gun on the run. It goes. 75-68 Pistons. A ton of time left. We're just underway in the fourth. Schroeder to Tobias. Standstill shot, sticks it.
Nice. Point guard position, so he comes and he's doing a whale of a job again tonight.
Off for Tobias against Brunson. Shot clock at 2. Dennis Schroeder fires. It falls.
Oh! But they've got to be able to block out and anticipate New York's movement. 12 straight three-pointers. That snapped it.
A little help from the rack. Brunson down the lane. Swatted. 82-75 Pistons. 8:15 left. Cade inside for Paul Reed. Hooks it up and hits it. 3. Tobias with the rebound. Karl Anthony Towns hasn't given the Knicks much. Cade with the shot.
Whoa.
No, tapped up and in by Paul Reed.
That's the shot. And look at what Paul Reed does. Gets himself in position for an athletic reverse putback. Beautifully done, big fella.
The Pistons continue to search out a win that would even this series. They lead by 13. Timeout in New York. The crowd has exploded now with that defense chant. Cade. Inside for Jalen Duren. Got him a dunk.
There you go.
Tobias against Josh Hart. Dennis Schroeder works against him now. Stops on the wing and triples. Ice water in his veins. Up to the task, Gregory.
My goodness. This was nerve-wracking, but the Pistons